Hello everyone, Shakarez or Killbot here, and welcome to another episode of a Midlaner's Journey to Diamond 1. This was a game taken from my account, as usual, my Smurf account, and I'm currently in Plat 4. Just got my Plat 5 promos, aced them 2-0, and I've been struggling to get a new episode of these because I either have to be sent to another lane, so I've been playing a lot of Kayle, Skarner jungle, or I have to go support, so Karma support is what I usually play. Or simply either 4v5s or 5v4s, or one of the games was actually really bad by myself, so wasn't going to showcase that. So yeah, it's been really hard, but I decided to pick up Ziggs and play a game with him, try to see how it would go. And you can see how good my Ziggs is, because I just missed that bomb. But I do get this one from the Fog of War. Not that it was hard or anything, but I redeem myself and I get first blood. Gonna change that to blue. Oh, I forgot the teams. So I'm playing Ziggs versus Twisted Fate, which is a matchup that Ziggs should win. Either way, it's not the worst matchup for TF. TF doesn't really have good matchups, but there's bad and there's very bad, and this one isn't really that bad. Of course, I can poke him out, I can be a hassle, but overall, and especially since my Ziggs is really bad, you'll see that I'm not able to do much. So, talking a bit about the matchup, it definitely favors me. You want to be harassing him constantly whenever you have the chance. So right there, you saw me harass him with a Q. And you'll see me miss a lot of Qs as well. Now, the important thing to retain from this is you may be really bad with bouncing bombs, as I am, but there's one thing that you can't possibly be bad with, which is using your passive. Whenever your passive is down, try to time it and try to go forward and get that auto attack onto Twisted Fate or the enemy you're versus, because it's a very good tool to harass. And if you hit that, the passive auto attack and the Q, you'll win almost any trade against these kinds of champions. Ziggs is very strong in trading. So my first mistake this game was I wasn't pushing too hard, and there's a reason for this. I am playing versus Evelynn, and Evelynn has very strong ganks when the laner is pushed. So naturally, I'm kind of scared. So right here, Maokai is here. He clearly can't gank because I'm pushing a bit too much. But as you can see, I just go for the last hit and I immediately back off because I'm scared of getting the gank by Eve. Because I know that if I play this well enough, I'll be able to outscale and play better than TF. Even though my laning isn't the best, I know that my team fighting is good enough because I position well. So I'm just playing it safe, don't want to die, don't want to feed Evelynn or TF, and just want to do my job. Whenever TF goes to roam, I can push his turret or follow the roam. So go from there. So one of the mistakes you'll see right now is, right now he's really low on mana. What I should be doing right now that he's low, is push the wave to the turret. Of course that it's dangerous because of Eve, but if I had pushed faster here, he wouldn't have enough mana to actually last hit these minions, and he'd lose a lot of farm. And you'll see that he's only 3 CS behind me, which isn't really much. And I end up spamming Q so much and missing so many Qs and missing harass on him that I end up running low on mana. Right here, I try to go steal some Wraiths for a level 6 because I just want to get level 6 and back. So right here, I get 6, just ult and back. Evelynn was actually around mid at the time, so it was a really good time to back. I did have boots though, because I got the boots from the first blood, so I was very safe. So I go back, I get my Chalice, get double Dorans because I want survivability in lane in case Eve ganks me. The extra health is going to be very useful. And yeah, I generally rate it above an Amplifying Tome. Of course, it's going to slightly delay my core item, which is Athene's, but I think it's overall it's worth it. So I'm just pushing the lane here because TF isn't around, and I go for our blue. So I grab blue real quick, go back to lane. Nothing special. Laning was really boring, and it was mainly because I was scared of Evelynn. So if you're not sure, just play it safe. There's no reason to play over-aggressive, fail, and feed. I'd rather just play like this. So right here we catch Eve going into our jungle. I don't see her in waves, but she might be doing red, but I need to push my wave. So I finish off my wave. I tried to satchel TF, and Maokai discovers Evelyn, right? And I miss my bomb. I get an auto attack off, so I'm gonna get the assist, and I get a bomb off. And here I miss another bomb. Yep, another bomb missed. That's how good my Ziggs is. But I finish Morgana off with an auto attack. Really good. We gain the edge, get 2 kills. I get another kill and an assist. So laning's going pretty well now for me. And yeah, basically I just go back to lane, try to poke TF, but I'm missing every single skill shot. It's incredible. Right there I actually hit Satchel into bomb, which was pretty good. But yeah, I'm just trying to push him out, because if you keep TF as at a low HP value and keep him pushed, he cannot really roam. And one thing that will help, and that I didn't do, is you can ward the exits of your lane. I should have done it a bit more. Right here I'm expecting the gank, and Evelyn was to the side, I think. Oh no, she wasn't around actually. So right here I'm just trying to keep TF off of me, off of going bot. But Evelyn ganked, joined with Jace teleport. Ryze didn't have teleport, so Jace got the upper hand on that. Right here, what I should have done is I should have ulted. Morgana was low, Twisted Fate was low, Jace was not killable, but he was slightly low, so I should have just ulted. I could have possibly stolen the dragon, and even if I didn't steal the dragon, a good ult could have forced the flash on TF. So don't be afraid to use your ultimate, especially the ultimate on Ziggs. It's not even a long cooldown. I mean, it's 117 seconds, and I don't have almost any cooldown reduction right now. Speaking of which, I wanted to talk about my setup. I'm running 2109 standard for mages. As always, I'm using that different page. Basically, because my last hitting skills aren't very good, I have no problems in using Butcher and Feast. And I also use 2 points into attack speed and 2 points into cooldown reduction instead of using the 4 points in cooldown reduction. But that's mainly because I'm not comfortable. If you are, just run the points in cooldown reduction, you'll get more out of it. But I prefer getting the 2.5 attack speed just for smoother auto attack animation, because I'm so used to playing Kayle. And right here, obvious gank the way TF was moving, so I predicted it. I used heal and flash and I turned it around, and I even ult TF, so I managed to put him more or less at the same HP as me. I'm just gonna clear my my wave, and I'm going to back, and I think I get Athene's pretty good, and then I get 2 health potions and a pink ward, and TF grabs the opportunity to go bot. He doesn't really do anything. He gets the assist, but he didn't really do much with that. I mean, I think Evelyn was already going to kill our Nami regardless, so I'm just pushing mid. I'm gonna get mid sooner or later, and that's what you have to do when you can't follow up a roam. You have to gain an advantage elsewhere. For example, if you see the jungler ganking bot and you can't possibly follow, you can steal his red if it's up. So, and especially now with the jungle timers, you can pay attention to that if you control his vision, the vision of his camps. So I'm just perma pushing here. I know Evelyn may come, but I'm a bit safer now. And right there she was. And let me actually show this. Below high diamond, I'd say that people are very predictable. Look at TF's movement right here. He's clearly wanting to fight. Look at him. It's obvious that he's waiting on Evelyn to come up, slow me, so then he can gold card me. So it's pretty obvious. Also, a bit of a rant on his build. Not very good. Rushing Lichbane. Yeah, I don't really agree with that right now. Sure, TF used to do double Dorans into... Oops, sorry about that. TF used to do double Dorans into Lichbane, but Lichbane was heavily nerfed. If anything, you can go for an early Sheen, but don't do the Lichbane. You'll barely get any damage. So right here, get ganked. I had my satchel, and if you're playing Ziggs, rarely, and only rarely, should you use your satchel aggressively. You should only use it when you have blue, because when you don't have blue, you'll just deplete your mana pool really fast. And secondly, you should only use if you're sure that no one's around and you can use it offensively, because if you use it offensively and then the jungler appears, you're going to be forced to burn that flash. If you don't have that flash, well, you're going to be dead because you don't have your escape. So yeah, I back off there, ult the minion wave, shop, and I get Sorcerer's Shoes. And TF gets another good roam. The first good roam, actually, and gets the kill on top. Right here, Nami was getting chased. I save her just by showing up. And I want to keep pushing mid, especially because TF isn't appearing. And here I go for the roam. And you're about to witness best TF Europe right here. So Nami gets free damage for some reason. I miss my skill shots because Tristana's always rocket jumping. Right here we're going for the kill on Jace. I fail my ultimate, that's how good I am. Rise kills 2 people, Ez goes for Morgana, and I'm versus TF. So after missing all my skill shots, I'm now stuck with this guy who just used Ghost and Flash. And I'm just fighting with him and seeing who can... we're pretty close because I healed. And he flashes the bomb, and then he misses this. I don't even know how he missed this. This was a free kill for him, especially I had my flash, could have used it, so I just flash in after and kill him. But just to recap on that, let me go back a bit. There we go. So I missed my ultimate there. Well, I hit Tristana, but I don't hit Jace. Rise goes for the dive, but he gets a double kill, so it's worth. And right here I have TF. He used Ghost, and he's ahead in health. I'm just hitting all my skills, the ones I can hit. And right here, a good satchel. And the minions are doing a lot of damage. And he flashes here, and I should have flashed. But what saved me was I moved a little sideways when the gold card was coming, and that made him miss his own wild cards. So, and then I flash in for the kill because I didn't want to chase that. Someone could appear. And right here, I decide to push. And surprise, surprise, Evelyn appears out of nowhere, lower than me, but she has Hex Trigger. Good satchel, really fast satchel to get me out of the harm's way. And now she can't really chase because of the minions and because of the range advantage I have. And Nami comes back, almost kills her, gives me the buff. I don't want to get close, but I wanted to kill her. Unfortunately, Evelyn recognizes that she will die, so it's better off to die to Nami. So Nami... 4 kills, has more kills than I do, and almost anyone on our team except for Ezreal, but oh well, stuff like this happens. So I go back, get my needlessly large rod, and I've already exchanged my trinket to the red trinket. And I think that by mid-game, your team should always have at least 3 trinkets. Right here we corner TF, best Ziggs ult Europe. Pretty much wasted there. I thought he was going to keep moving a bit more, so I just wanted to secure the kill. Ultimately, Maokai gets the kill, which is fine. Maokai needs some kills as well, although he's mainly a utility jungler. So right here, we keep pushing for the second tier turret. TF's dead. Well, he's back now, but Tristana's dead, so we want to push this. We keep pushing. I put my minefield on the side because I'm expecting Evelyn to try to flank. So if I cover that, she won't be able to flank. So we got the turret. Evelyn did flank, but from behind. Good satchel that delays the inevitable because they were way too much. But I managed to die with 2 Morgana, which is important because I'm giving only half of the gold. Not half, I'm giving actually less than half to all the participants, and I'm not giving the gold to Tristana. So better off having the gold on Morgana. Morgana actually has 4 kills. Their bot lane was very bloodthirsty, so basically a team fight erupted here, I think. Yeah, Ezreal kills Morgana. Actually, Maokai gets the kill, and then he dies to Jace, and then Tristana kills Nami, and Jace kills Maokai, so pretty bad for us, but happens. And my ult tried to kill Jace. I saw Jace backing, but I couldn't kill him. And right there I was just looking for him, can't find him, so time to push. And my next purchase is gonna be, oh, I healed there for some reason, not sure why. My objective is gonna be to get Rabadons, and then possibly Void Staff, Zhonya's, that kind of stuff. But you'll see me later in the build, you'll see me doing, getting a Haunting, guys. And the reason why I wanted to get a Haunting, guys, was when I actually got it, TF didn't have any MR yet, and my objective was basically to do true damage to him. He had like, I think he had 30 MR, but let me check. So if we go here to TF, yeah, 42 MR. So if I have the 15 penetration from Sorceress, the 15 penetration from Haunting Guys, and then I have hybrid penetration marks, I'm going to be doing around 35 magic penetration, which means TF basically has 7 magic resist, which would basically mean that I'm doing almost true damage to him. So that was the objective there. Unfortunately, and also Tristana wasn't doing any MR as well, so the objective was to get the Haunting Guys to do true damage, and then follow it up by the Void Staff, because I know I'm ahead, and I know I don't exactly need the Zhonya's because my positioning is good. Right there, I failed another ult. It was pretty long range, so they just dodged it, but Ryze got a double kill, so it's worth. Right here, we siege the turret. Easy stuff with Ziggs passive. And I'm gonna back and get my Rabadons, my Rabadeeps. And yeah, exactly. I was gonna get the Void Staff, but then I thought, actually, let me get a Haunting Guys, because the Haunting Guys is actually going to help me a lot. If you look at the other team, basically Jace has MR because he was playing versus Ryze, and Evelynn has a Hexdrinker as well, because she's smart. Other than that, TF has no MR, Tristana has no MR, and Morgana has no MR as well. So it's going to be a breeze to take these champions down with added magic penetration. And the next analysis corner will be about magic penetration and its importance in solo queue and competitive play. So stay tuned to that. So right here we just blow up Morgana. Perfect route by Ryze, and just allows me to do max damage with my ultimate. So we just take Morgana off of the field of play, and right now we want to try to poke Evelynn as much as we can. Poke Tristana. So right here, Ryze gets caught in a bad position, gets all in by Evelynn and Jace. I flash in, get the last hit on Evelynn, and we move targets. We kill Jace. I almost killed Tristana. Unfortunately, as I said, my bombs aren't the best, so I missed that. And we force TF to use Ghost, and he ghosts out of there before we actually kill him. Unfortunately, Nami uses Mikhail's. Oh, I wanted to talk real quick about my setup. I'm using hybrid penetration marks, HP per level seals, MR glyphs, and AP quins, so pretty standard. And I'm using 2109, which is standard as well. And right there, TF goes in and Jace teleports, so we just want to back off. We don't want to have anything to do with this, because we'll lose our lives if we fight this. Right there, really late on the ult. I wanted to try to kill Morgana, but we do end up killing TF here. My bomb doesn't kill him, but a good Mystic shot by Ezreal kills him. Right here, I want to run from Tristana. Luckily, Maokai was still here, so I'm just allowed to back off and do damage from afar, which is what Ziggs is good at. And they just massively fuck up here. Ezreal kills Eve, Morgana kills Ezreal, Ryze kills Morgana, and only Jace survived. So they got the Baron, but they lost 4 people for it by overextending. So that's a big mistake from them. Right here, I do finish off my Haunting Guys because I already had the component, so I'm not going to back off on that. But I then get a Blasting Wand because I want my Void Staff. And I want to get that ASAP so I can do extra damage, and especially because TF is now getting magic resist as well. So right now we're sieging again. Basically just boring stuff. We're trying to siege. Our team doesn't want to siege. Ryze was forced to teleport, so we're forced to back because TF can ult in. We catch Evelynn out here. Nothing special. We just catch her out. She backs off. And right here I'm looking for her. And she all-ins me for some reason. And she's doing pretty decent damage, but I do have my heal. My flash will be up soon. So we just force her out for a bit. We almost catch her out. Unfortunately, didn't happen. My ult did hit TF, but wasn't enough. And right here I'm just telling my team, yeah, we need to back off, because we're not in a situation where we can fight. Everyone's mid HP and low HP except for Maokai and Nami. Okay, sorry guys, I actually had to stop recording because my father was making way too much noise, but not going to start the recording from scratch again. So Evelyn tries to all in us. Even though we're low, we manage to kite and back off. This Evelyn's ults overall were pretty not very good. And Tristana right here, really bad positioning, forced to use flash and heal. And TF is hanging around for some reason. And I flash in Q, and his HP is like 60 HP. And I'm like, fuck this. I never kill the target, and Ezreal snipes him. So pretty good snipe by him. And we push the wave again. Then this happens where oh, there we go. Nami hits a bubble, and Jace goes in, dies, and then Tristana gets caught and dies. So right here was pretty much when they lost the fight. So I'm just gonna back so we can see the fight a bit better in my point of view. So let me see, a bit less. Okay, so right here we're all backing. Evelyn decides to appear, goes on to Ryze, decides to engage, loses a lot of HP because Ryze is really strong right now. He's starting to get to that point where he's pretty much a tanky DPS fighter, and my ult's really good. I hit Morgana and I get rid of Jace's Hex Drinker, and Tristana's doing all this free damage, but I think Ryze actually survives from the Maokai ultimate. So GG, well played Maokai for saving the day. And back to me, I just chased TF. We killed TF, blah blah blah. So the adventures of the worst Ziggs in Europe, that actually goes 7-1 and 9. So yeah, as you can see, my laning wasn't too good. This isn't a champion that I practice. I've played him in tournaments before, but it's one of those champions that we play, that I've played with some teams, and it's like, oh, we need a sieging mid lane. Okay, I'll pick Ziggs, and it's kind of boring, to be honest. Right there, I just kill Morgana. Ziggs is not really a fun champion for me. And right here, this happens so much in Platinum, where people will try to go super bloodthirsty, trying to grab a kill, and what ends up happening is they die one by one. And yeah, from this we just got a 7-8k gold lead, and it's pretty much over from this point onwards. So I get my Void Staff, I sell my Dorans, get a Seeker's Arm Guard, because that's what I can buy. Still don't have money for another needlessly large rod. So I'm going to finish off the build, and the end of the build would be a Zhonya's, and then after that I would either finish my Haunting Guys into a Liandry's, or, and what was shaping up for this game was I'd probably sell that Haunting Guys and get a Lichbane, because they're not really tanky. I know Liandry's is current health, but it's mainly a good item versus tanks. At least I prefer to use it that way. I don't really think Liandry's would help me as much as a Lichbane. So Ryze forces Jace to go top in Twisted Fate, and we get a free Baron. So pretty good job by Ryze, forcing a bad play from them. They either have to respond to Ryze split pushing or fight the Baron. And either way, Ryze had TP, so he could always TP to us. So really good play by him. Right there, my ult misses, I think. Yeah, misses Tristana. Tristana has rocket jump. Evelyn, it comes from the back, kills Nami. And yeah, we can't do much, but we're just gonna force them out, push the wave, push the inhib, get the second inhib. Ezreal kills Evelyn. Game's pretty much over by now. We're just pushing, and we're pushing really hard. We just want to finish off the game. We're kind of force pushing this too much, though. Ezreal dies there. Ryze TP's in. We're obviously going to kill Morgana, so I get the kill on Morgana. Apparently I killed Tristana, but I didn't even notice. And we just chase them here. Blah, blah, blah. We go to the turret. I'm tanking the turret because that's how smart I am. Evelyn appears from out of nowhere and kills me because I wanted to BM back on her, and she still got a Q off before dying. So yeah, this is the end of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Ziggs, not my favorite champion, not someone I like to play, but it was requested and it was a top voted champion at the time. So you guys are the bosses, so you guys voted on those champions. I'm going to eventually play them all. Of course, that some champions like Orianna and Syndra but need a bit more learning than the normal champions. Some champions I'm just naturally confident and comfortable with. Like I picked up Xerath and did pretty well from the start. Syndra, I've been trying her out, not too good with the stun combo yet, still getting used to her. And Orianna's just really weird. I'm just so bad with moving the ball around, because I almost feel that like I'm always out of range and I can't move the ball, so I'm not too good with that, but it will improve. I'll practice in normals. Speaking of which, I do play with viewers, normals with viewers when I want to learn these champions, so you can add Shakarez. Yeah, you can add me on this account, Shakarez, and whenever I want to play normals, I'll just random invite people, and the first 4 that go in are the first 4 that play with me. That being said, if you're going to add me and then spam me with invites, I'm sorry, that's not going to work, because it's bad enough from all the invites I already get. So I'm the one doing the invites, but feel free to add me. So yeah, that's all for this episode of a mid laner's journey to Diamond 1. I'll see you guys in the Rift. Shakarez signing out.